Salutations. Welcome to another installment of your favorite show, the Dale Ryan Report. I am Ryan Humor, and
I'm about Dale Time. Peace.
Prosperity and purpose, man. You know what I mean? Like, how's your weekend been, bro?
It's been low. It's been good, man. I've been chilling. It's 4-day weekend. I got off work early yesterday, so I was big chilling. You feel me? Shooting around out front. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make a good Instagram video. Didn't work out, but
okay.
No. But it was real chill. It was real chill. And I mean, it's still a lot to go. It's still a lot of weekend to go. How about for you? Anything exciting? Any strippers you had to eat any Skittles out of a stripper's butt? Anything like that?
I didn't do that this 4th of July weekend. No.
Okay.
I took Thursday and Friday off and pushed out to Reno to see Kevin Hart perform in Reno at the event center. And
that's tight.
He put on a master class, man.
Did you open up?
Oh, that's kind of you, Dale. I appreciate that. No, I didn't open up. I was just there. I was a guest. I bought a ticket. Okay. Thank you. I was close up to the stage to open up.
Yeah.
I was at we was in the row 6 and the Reno event. There's no bad seats in Reno Event Center for any of y'all to ever book anything. There's no bad seats there. But he came on his boys, Plastic Cup Boys, Joey, Spank, Naeem, all of them. They did their thing, and then Kevin Hart put on an hour. And his new hour, they do a special for it. It's probably like it's old Kevin Hart. Like it's a lot. He's saying shit where he's saying shit where he's not afraid of offending anybody. It's not good. Brick Oven Pizza from Netflix.
Yeah, you hated that so much.
I didn't hate it. It just was like, I get why he did it. He has a studio in his house, and Netflix like, here's all this bread. And
run it.
And I'm like, damn. Like, it just wasn't. But here's all this money, Kevin Hart. I want you to own Netflix. And I think he's my hero in the sense of like he's taking over Netflix. You know what I mean? Like, it's incredible. And he did this joke where I'm not obviously not gonna give it away, but he did this joke that reminds me of our boy Obi-Wan. Cause dude is like some shit's going on, and there's one guy on like holding a video camera. He's like, hey, this is the best angle I could get, y'all. And like that's some shit that Obi would do. Like Obi-Wan was putting random shit in the story, like when shit be crazy. And I can see in the video, he talked about this viral video, but dude, it's the only thing dude says, like, this is the best angle I could get, y'all. And I was like, get the fuck out of there. Why are you even there? It's like, that reminded me of that nigga. So, for anyone that can see him on tour, I think Reno was the first stop. He'll be here. He'll be in Vegas for 2 nights. He's going all the way to New Jersey. They're doing a whole tour. So check him out, man. If you get a chance, check him out. Please check him out. Please.
You heard it from a fellow comedian. Go check him out. Kevin Hart. I don't even know what the episode is called.
It's called Reality Check.
Oh, reality. Hey, a lot to go there. I like titles like that. That means it's going to be some gritty shit.
Yeah, man. It was pretty. It was real cool. It was real cool. So I came to Reno for that, and I'm chilling. Right, I'm hanging out, and on the TV says, I'm at this bar. The TV says, Kevin Durrant requests a trade. And I'm like, what? And what? Wait, what? What? Like, yo, I don't think y'all understand this. As much as this is going on. I don't want to be one of those media people that say I'm tired of talking about this, because I am. However, for this to pop off, I didn't see this coming. And listen, all these ESPN things, but no, we saw it coming because like Nets didn't commit to Kyrie long term. Nobody saw that shit. Ain't nobody saw this coming, man. So that's where we at. Me and About Dale Time hopping on right now. About Dale Time is in the About Dale Time studios. I'm out of state. We got to make sure that we get this episode to y'all because this is a big deal.
Right.
So first, I mean, Dale, you want to share the synopsis with them about what happened? You want to give them the gritty? All right.
Exactly. So as you know, I mean, Brooklyn did not do as promised for this season. They did not even get, they were only able to win one playoff game. And then essentially they all broke up afterwards. Breakups happening as far as throughout last season, where James Harden eventually went to the 76ers. And then with shocking more news that Kyrie was able to play, they weren't able to overcome the Boston Celtics, who later went over to face the Warriors and playoff in the finals, right, where the Dubs went ahead and took it. However, in this offseason, we now find that Kyrie opted in to do 1 year with the Boston not the Boston that would be a throwback, but with Brooklyn Nets. Yeah. He was able to opt in for 1 year to do with the Brooklyn Nets. However, he didn't get the big payout that he thought he deserved. However, if you look a little bit further, he didn't deserve that shit. But to go further in, the biggest and shocking news that came out yesterday is that Kevin Durrant also came out and requested a trade. Now, to some of you guys, you might say, well, that makes total sense. KD should request a trade if Kyrie's going to stay. Kyrie gave a whole bunch of shit and fucked off their whole great team, right? But the biggest news to that is not even the fact that KD opted in for a trade, even after he's already kind of shown that he was committed to the Brooklyn Nets. It's the fact that he said he still wants to play with Kyrie. He still want to play with Kyrie, even after this bullshit. How do you feel about that?
You know what? That's the confusion shit to me, because the thing is, like, I think that, so when it comes to, like, he requested a trade from the owner, right? I hear that. When they say he still wants to play with them, and I don't have a quote for that, I think those are just whispers of, like, do you have any beef with Kyrie? Nah, I don't got beef. Would you ever play again with him in the future? I mean, I don't got no beef with him, whatever. I think that, and then someone was like, oh, he would do it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you think Halle Berry fine? Yeah, she cool. That nigga said he would fuck Halle Berry. Like, okay, that may mean that, but that's not what he said. You know what I mean? Whole, like, so I don't like that quote, because I don't think that he said it in that way, because it's not a quote. And why would he want to? That's why he's opting out, right? Because, like, when it comes to the irony is that this is why Kyrie left the Cavs. So when they talk about Kyrie being like wishy-washy, I don't blame him for his Cavs exit. Never did blame him for his Cavs exit, because nobody knew what LeBron was doing. And Kyrie doesn't really get enough credit for this, but, like,
just that forcing.
When ESPN was trying to, like, have LeBron go to the Lakers forever, and Kyrie, like, started right on the wall, like, oh, I'm gonna bounce because I don't know what you about to do. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just leave. So then when Kyrie didn't say nothing about it. Kyrie wasn't like, oh, well, LeBron about to leave, so I know what's gonna happen. He's like, I just want to go to Timberwolves, the Celtics, the Nets, or whoever I want to go. I just need to go because let me go. And he went to the Celtics, right? And then LeBron went to the Lakers. Lo and behold. So that wasn't like Kyrie being wishy-washy. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to end up being Kevin Love just stuck here. I don't want to be in Cleveland. You know what I mean? Right. Kevin Durant's doing the same thing. Whereas, like, yo, for Kyrie to be like, well, for the Nets and Kyrie to say, yo, we're not giving you long term, bro. We don't trust you. And Kyrie like, all right, I guess I'll opt in because ain't nobody else gonna give me $37 million for a year.
But all this proves, and with all of that said, even if that's the truth, all this proves is KD can't win a championship by himself. So all of that, I need my own team bullshit. I need to show my own shit. That all goes out the window. Because let me ask you a question, though. When you say by yourself, do you mean what? Do you want to say without another superstar? Without another superstar? Without another person with championship caliber? Without that, without that, because here's the thing: the Nets actually are doing everything that they can to try to build something around for him right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you still have Ben Simmons over there. Like, and Ben Simmons is showing signs of him ready to play, right? I mean, I know that doesn't sound too appealing to anyone who's been watching this season, but at the same time, like if he's showing signs he want to play, like why not do at least like the last dance and give it one more shot? Why not run it? And even if it is whispers that y'all want to play together, why not do it on the team that y'all already at? Y'all came here together. Y'all came and built and put a whole nother. KD left the Warriors to come to another to come to another team to try to win a championship supposedly on his own. But you came here for the likes of Kyrie. You came here for the likes of James Harden, and then James Harden leave. Then you got Kyrie trying to talk about he ready to go or ready to opt out or ready to do something. Now you got, or just the fact that they didn't show up. They didn't show up the whole season, right? So now at that point, my thing is all it's showing right now, if you're trying to get to the Suns, you're trying to get here, you're just trying to get to these teams who already have something clicking already. So you want to go in there and think that you can do another Warriors. And I guess you might as well just stay with the Warriors. You might as well just stay with the fucking Warriors if you about to go and do that shit for 2 years. Of course, Dale. But wasn't you the one that said like maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, you were talking about how like sometimes you make a bad decision and then you got to be like, you know what?
I made a bad decision.
Yeah.
So I think that I think really like when it comes like let's just run it one more year. I think it actually shows like a lot of maturity for him to be like, yo, I can't be here. Because that one more year of like, no matter how much Stephen A. Smith may be like an irritant, he's right. If nobody trusts you, nobody trusts you. And I get the thing is like, there's a lot of things where like things that happen that aren't necessarily your fault, but they combine to things that are your fault. So like that Cavs thing, even though LeBron was leaving and you don't want to end up stuck like Kevin Love, that looks like you don't like what you do. The Celtics shit, when you got hurt at the Cavs at the game 6 and games with the Celtics because your ankle or your knee, it doesn't look good. You take 2 weeks off for January 6th. We understand black folks didn't like that shit, but like, and who knows? Like maybe you have family that was like hurt in that situation. Like maybe you're related to security guard that got murdered. Who knows? But it doesn't look good. This vaccination thing doesn't look good. Like, and then talking about it and like being a victim versus like the James Harden route where you just be like, and nobody blame James Harden for shit because James Harden doesn't own anything. James Harden doesn't own it or combat it. He just
James Harden be like, hey, I guess I'm a cut. I guess I gotta go.
And like James Harden's notorious for not playing any defense, right? He never said anything about it. Got in a commercial, made fun of himself at Foot Locker. Mm-hmm. Now suddenly ESPN be like, he getting better on defense. No, he's not. He just ain't saying nothing about it.
But I will say this: you yourself gave me that knowledge years ago about just owning what you are and how it then deflects any outsider's opinion of you. So
straight up.
Yeah, shout out to you. That was a bar.
We got a shout out to our homie Grand Dev Otto. Selfish as fuck. When you start owning his selfishness, unstoppable.
Yeah. You can't tell him shit. I know.
You gotta own it. But it's like I think that he has responded to so much stuff that it makes him look like he's defensive. So when you look defensive, it looks like everything people blame you for is what you do. And now I don't really know, Dale. I don't know about like your tone. Your tone sounded like it was like blaming KD for this.
No. But I don't blame KD at all.
But you're like, why not run it one more year?
I think for the both of them. Why not give it another shot? Like, okay, listen, and the reason why I say that is all the protocols didn't change. Like, the COVID shit, that was also a setback. You having a strong stance on where you were at when it came to the vaccination, I'm sure you can understand why somebody may be like, yo, I'm against that shit. I don't feel like I should gotta run that shit. Because you were backing Kyrie that whole entire debate.
I respect his whole vibe. I respect it.
So my thing is y'all good friends, right? Y'all done got.
We're not good friends.
No, not you. I'm talking about not you. Of course, we know you don't know Kyrie, but I would know Kyrie before you. But listen, we're like,
of course, because Kyrie be hanging out with J. Cole.
He be hanging out. He a part of the Cole bunch. I guarantee you. Actually. However, if KD and Kyrie are good friends, right? Y'all knowing y'all about to get one of y'all knowing y'all about to get another high profile player back on your squad, right? With a Ben Simmons, somebody who really can come in there, has a lot to prove, has a lot to show, has a lot of shit to paint. So he's going to come out trying to ball next year. I think a lot of people don't realize that. It's like, stay there, just go ahead and get this bag, right? Y'all did this shit. It's like, I know what you're saying. You're saying it's foreseeing. He's foreseeing KD. But I feel like both of them should sit down and say, hey, man, fuck it. You already opted into 1 year, bro. Let's go ahead and just run this shit. I'm going to run this shit with you and try to give it one more shot. Because honestly, right now, when Kyrie said that he wanted to opt in for 1 year, when he did that, the next odds for a championship title run went all the way up. So, I mean, y'all literally might be the best team. Now y'all going to end up going to someone else's organization and fucking it up.
Yeah, I hear you. And I respect. I think this is the thing. Like, the shocking part about this is that because of the way I was explaining to somebody, I was like, is this shocking? Like, how do you know you didn't know this was going to happen? I was like, nah. I was like, this is more shocking than like if Michael Jordan was like shooting around with the Charlotte Hornets. I was like, I'm thinking about coming back because Michael Jordan is so competitive. Like we wouldn't be surprised he always be around. But his KD shit was so like it's not like he wasn't saying shit like Harden don't say shit. And it's not like he was overly supportive, but everybody been like, I guess he must be cool with it. Because he never was like, yeah, I'll talk to him, or he never said anything like that in that way. So for him to be like, yeah, I request a trade, word. But I get it immediately because the thing is, right, I think based on his Warrior experience of like doing these 2-year contract things, then we get a summer goes by, and then he's like, I don't know if I'm going to say, then he gets hurt. It's like, damn, a year is a long. When you've been hurt, I guess a year is a long time, right?
Hell yeah.
And then and this isn't like LeBron had whispers of going to the Lakers before Kyrie. People were just really wanting him to go there. There were I won't say whispers. There were like body language signals of him going to LA, right? But Kyrie knew. Kyrie's like, I'm out of here. For Kyrie,
private trips to LA, like, oh, that's body language, all right.
Right. I mean, having dinner with De Niro and shit.
You don't put your son in the school in LA. Body language, all right.
But for Kyrie to be like, yo, there's like heavy interest. He's having conversations with LA. LA is really interested. If he went to LA, he'd have made $6 million instead of 37. So you got to stay in the Nets. But so KD knows he wants to go somewhere else. So in KD's mind, in a way, it's like, all right, well, bro, if you want to go somewhere else, you're probably going to be preserving yourself.
Yeah.
So there's no, even if I sat down, I was like, yo, let's just give one more run. You're not, because you want to keep your trade value up so that next year you can get a 4 years from somewhere else. So
but I don't understand that, like more, like even when you look at like something like this, like trade value happens off of wins. You know what I mean? Look at. Okay, I talked about how much I dislike Damian Lee so much, right? However, Damian Lee gets offered the opportunity. He gets to go play for a whole other team. Does he look like he deserves to play for another team? Fuck no. But does his team look like he gets to play for another team? Sure. He won a championship. He's a fucking 2-time champion. Motherfucker might get a chance, right? So no, wins help you get to another team. I don't think it's always preservation.
I'll give you that. The thing is though, for Kyrie opting in for this 1 year is like an AT&T contract. You got 1 more year left before you go month to month, right? So when you go to next summer, he'll be a free agent.
Yeah.
Like, so people got to come to him and throw him money. It's like when KD came to us, when KD was interviewing with the Boston Celtics. KD was talking to niggas in Miami. So when you're a free agent, you got more options. So it's like, I'll do the 1 year and I'm gonna preserve myself because fuck y'all. He gonna ball because he's Kyrie, but at the same time, it's like, this ain't where I want to be at. So KD got to be like, for KD's like past decisions, KD's having like a whole masterclass of like, KD is doing what he wishes he did earlier in his career. So he's trying to have it happen like more rapidly in a way. Cause he spent 2 years here. So all right, but we boys, bro, if you can't make a decision, I gotta go. You know what I mean? I can't waste a year on this leg. Like I see what happened to my homie Russ. He's slower now because of his leg. I'm a shooter. I only have 1 year left. KD is 30.
34, 35, 36.
It's so wild because when these guys were getting drafted, me and you were like significantly older than them. Now they're in our age range. I don't think KD's that much older than us, man. I mean, younger than us. No, well, I'm saying when they were getting drafted, me and you were 20, 21. They're getting drafted. 17-year-old niggas was young to us when we were 21. Right?
No, facts. But okay. I don't think KD is that much. Okay, maybe he is. Damn.
How old is he?
33.
Okay, cool. So that's my point. So like, and I'll be like,
we ain't that old, but.
Oh, okay, nigga, listen. This ain't about.
I just want to be clear because niggas be seeing grades. You niggas hit the 40-something.
No, I'm saying like when KD got drafted, we were 3 years older than him, right?
Okay.
And it's like, clear. That young nigga 19, I'm 22 in the game. Like, because you're 22, you don't respect 19-year-olds, right?
Right.
Now that we're all older in the 30s, like he our age.
Yeah.
Like the Trae Youngs them are younger.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So he's feeling the body pain that 35 plus niggas be feeling.
Especially after your body's been active like that for so many years.
Yeah, like people be like, oh, well, after 35, you should start crickling and cracking. How do you think your body crickle and crack when you done played over 5,000 basketball games in your lifetime? AAU, summers, all that shit. So I don't think I commend it, man, because you know you make a bad decision and you sit in it, like because you sit in it to like spite yourself. Yeah. Like, this is my decision. I'm sticking with it, even like this. Maybe at one point, who knows? Now, I'm sure this has happened throughout all civil rights activists. In fact, Kevin Hart tells a joke about this. I'm not going to give it away. But maybe at one point, like Kyrie was like, bro, I kind of want to get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I
got to stand my ground.
Leading a revolution. Like, maybe at one point, Kaepernick was like, bro, I hella want to play football, dog. But like, I'm leading a revolution. Yeah. It's like for KD, it's like, damn, I came here because, you know, the Warriors, and y'all, if y'all heard my whole synopsis last week, I came here, man, because the Warriors are corny. I don't really rock with them. Kyrie is my boy. I can't make him look stupid. You know what I mean? So I'm going to just hang out and just stay here because I'm from Maryland. I don't want to make Kyrie look stupid. That's my man. So I'm going to just stay here. I'm going to grind it out. Nah, it's damaged, bro. And I bet like KD's only looking at shit in a way where like, damn, like, fuck, I could have talked to James Harden. I could talk to James a little bit because now we got Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons ain't no player. We got Steve Nash. Steve Nash don't really respect us. We trade him niggas. Like, there's so many conversations I could have had. You know, this is burnt. This is burnt, B. Like, it's burnt. I remember one time I was working at the call center, right? I was working at Verizon call center. This manager was on my neck, and I called about Dale Tom. I was like, "Hey, Dale, bro, like this manager, he said this to me, and I said this, and blah blah blah." And he said what to you? And I was like, I said this, like, oh, that shit burnt, bro. It's a wrap. You remember that shit? He's like, it's a wrap, bro. Y'all not. There's no way y'all could operate on the same spectrum no more. Because he said that shit to you, and it wasn't even like nothing high disrespect. It was just like, well, sir, if that's how you feel, then that's not what I'm not gonna get down with. Essentially, I was like, yeah, bro, those words, yeah. So y'all can't ever be in a way where it's gonna make
y'all can't
sense.
be in the elevator together,
right? Like, you can't work for him. He can't manage you. That's it, right?
That's it.
So, and that's what I think KD is doing. Like, conversations were had where it's like, oh, y'all only gonna give him 1 year. Yo, we don't trust him, and you only here because of him. And Kyrie's like, well, I want $600 million for 5 years. And I'm like, but they don't trust you. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm away the year.
I'm Kyrie.
And I think, and the cool part is like they be doing these things to us on like the dip where they be like, KD and Kyrie had no contact during the contract negotiation for Kyrie. That's not true. That's not true. Y'all niggas just didn't get nothing out of it.
Yeah.
But like for Windhurst, Stephen A., when they be like, no conversation was had, no, y'all just don't know what the conversation was. Because they had to have spoke. Like, bro, what's your plan, dog? Like they went to their little spot. They went to a cigar bar, underground players club where the billionaires be at, chilling, like eating live Japanese lobsters. Like, what you about to do?
Live.
I don't even know, dog.
With Japanese baddies just walking around.
With Japanese baddies and eating live Japanese lobsters. Yep, sure.
Yeah. You know, the ones where they got the butt naked Japanese women on the table and you eat sushi.
Oh, and you eat the seafood off of them?
That's one of those. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do shit like that.
They was at one of those. Yeah. They was at one of those.
Like this. Yeah, give me that one. Reach right. No, the one right by her boob. Let me get that one. Yeah, that one right there. Mm-hmm. What you say, girl? Yeah, that sounds good.
That's a lifestyle.
That's right.
I'm doing that for my bachelor party. I'm not gonna have no strippers, just hella the girls with food on them. But those are strippers. No, they're not. They're plates.
They're not. They're plates. They're entrees.
That's a good idea. I'm doing that shit. So yeah, they had to have a conversation. KD was like, all right, man, well, that shit don't work for me.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, like, it don't work for me. So that's where we're at with it. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. I'm happy though, because I also don't want to hear about this next shit anymore. I don't. It's so sad.
But it's going to go on for a bit for this. For the summer. It's going to go on for the summer. It's going to go on pretty much my whole time. I'm on my last semester of school. So I'm going to have to hear this shit my whole break of just hearing Kyrie, KD. That's going to be the top of the conversation the whole entire time. Like, because I'm not into any other sports around this time. There's no, what sport is out around this time?
There's
nothing.
No, baseball.
Racquetball.
Baseball on.
That shit, bro. Baseball cool. Sorry for all y'all baseball fans, Obi. I know you a big fan. But nah, fuck it.
Baseball on, I think somersaults. But I think people just doing somersaults in the field. That's a sport.
Not watching that shit. I mean, if ain't one of my nieces or nephews out there just doing somersaults, and even like it ain't even like they professional, but at least that shit look exciting. Like, good job, yay, you did it. Somersault.
No, I think ain't the XFL or the one of those?
If the XFL is on, I'll watch that shit. I don't think it is though. If it is, that'd be tight.
I think it is.
I don't think it is. I've been watching Sorry to go off. I've been watching New York Undercover. Dick Wolf.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that shit on Peacock. If y'all ever want to watch that.
New York Undercover?
That shit's so good. I'm on the 4th season, almost to the last season. Shit's so good. I just been binging that shit.
No, so crazy. I knew when I was younger, I hella wanted.
I know, me too. You wanted the Mexican girl. The little girl.
She's bad. She's crazy. She's
you wanted to be Malik Yoba.
I want to be Malik Yoba. Yeah. I wanted that. I wanted that. You
find out that he's with the trans life.
I wanted that chick, but what I really wanted, what I thought was the coolest shit of all time. I thought the Ford Explorer they drove with the bubble eyes.
Oh yeah.
I always thought that shit was so cool, bro.
I did too.
On my block in the city, there were I will only see old Ford Explorers with the box. With the box. They were boxy, right? I was like, these niggas got the bubble eye for no one. It's not like they were rapping about it. It's not like niggas was rapping. I just liked it. Like, look at the bubble eye Ford Explorer, nigga, with the North Face. That shit go
really all black, son. All black, pulling up on niggas with the lights. Even though I didn't want the police, I wanted the police lights.
Yeah, man. So ain't nothing on the watch. So this is what we got to deal with. However, I do believe that once KD leaves that team, we got to hear about him no more.
Who do you think he's going to go to?
Man, look. So they talking about. I guess his wish list is like Miami or the Suns. Miami or the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn
or the Lakers. Are they talking about the Lakers?
I don't think that. I think KD and LeBron have KD, LeBron, and Steph have like a Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan rivalry, where it's like I'll never play with you. Like I'm down to be on a team with other dudes, but there's certain dudes I'm not going to play with. Like I'm not like Steph would even in like old age, like Steph and LeBron are never going to play with each other. Like LeBron, KD ain't going to go play with LeBron. Like it's one of those things when they talk about how like LeBron a punk and KD a punk because I wanted to beat Michael Jordan. Like I get what they mean in some senses where it's like, I'm not playing with that guy. Like Steph Curry's not going to play with Damian Lillard. Like that's not going to happen. So I do think that KD would go play in Miami and I think that he would like Miami. I think that
he has a lot of stuff in Miami. He has a home in Miami.
Man, look, if KD go to Miami, y'all finna see us record a show in Miami. Like that's about to be my second.
Y'all don't know how much we fucking love Miami. I think if we wasn't from the Bay, we would probably. I'll probably be from New York originally, but eventually I'll be one of those New Yorkers who moved to Miami.
Yeah,
Ryan might actually be from Texas and then eventually move to Miami eventually. Am I right or wrong?
If I was from a place that was closer to Florida, I would end up in Miami. Yeah.
But no, I'm saying if you wasn't from the Bay, you probably would be from Texas.
Yeah. I would be from Texas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If I wasn't from the Bay, I would be from Texas just based on like family ties.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I would end up in Miami. I love Miami. Miami's the shit. I would like for him to go. I'd like for him to go to Miami just because, but I don't know if like, bro, like based on like the Draymond Green Timberland argument stuff.
Team though.
One more time. They
would have to gut that Miami team.
That's the thing, right? It's like you got to gut the team. You got to restructure the deal. KD is old. KD has 3 more years at like 150 million. Well, it's 198 guaranteed. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much he's already made already, but it's 3 years deal. So you got to give up a bunch of players, and then you're gonna be good anymore. Like it's just kind of wild. Like I don't really know. I don't know, but where I want to see him go, honestly, to be real with you, I don't know if this is possible, but I don't know if it's possible. But with the Timberwolves just getting Rudy Gobert and having Patrick Beverly in there no more, and he don't really mess with KD like that. KD on the Timberwolves would be cool to watch. I don't really know necessarily if like if he went to the Timberwolves team with like Michael Jordan Godflow over there, that'd be cool to watch, you know. But where I want to see him go, bro. Sorry, I want him to come back to the Warriors. We can't afford him, but come back, bro. Let's get 3 more. Come back.
Nah, I agree with that. It would be nice if you just can come back to the Warriors, especially since we kind of like we're letting it go a huge portion of our team. It'd be nice to kind of like finish off, but then again, I don't even want that, honestly. Like it's more of just it would be more of those like
you don't want the drama.
I don't want the drama. I don't want the issues. I don't want all of that shit. And I don't want to hear people. Then it's like we back to being that number one seed. I like when we kind of a little bit of the underdog and then we overcome a lot of different shit.
You right, because all they gonna do, right? Now you're right. You know what? Don't come back. I take it back. It's gonna dismiss all Steph's earlier.
Then
we doing an arc. Then the sports niggas got easy arguments. So Steph needed him again. They weren't sure they could really win the last one. They scared these niggas scared of the Celtics now. What? Now you're right.
This is where I want him to go. I actually want him and Kyrie to go to the Lakers. I want y'all both go to the Lakers. Go ahead. Go to the Lakers. Go to the Lakers with LeBron, right? Because here's what this means. You go to the Lakers with LeBron, you basically just said Steph Curry is fucking Thanos. That y'all niggas had to Avenger up to beat this nigga. And y'all just proved that he's the best player in the fucking league. Because at that moment right now, he's the last person to win a championship. He's the last person to win the finals MVP. He's the last person to win all of the awards, took all of the awards this year. So at this year right now, if y'all had to join up to go and come back and try to beat us, because that's what you got to beat. You got to beat the defending champions, whether or not we got our team or what. You still got to beat us. So if that happens, you had to prepare for us. You ain't preparing for Giannis. You ain't preparing for the Bulls. You ain't preparing for none of these other motherfuckers. Who you preparing for is the Warriors. So if you go ahead and y'all all team up and we still dog walk y'all out there like it was a Saturday, like this, where he had to stop and get coffee on y'all bitches, like, y'all deserve it. And we whoop all y'all motherfuckers at the same time. Because we already beat all y'all. We already done beat Kyrie. We already done beat LeBron. We already done beat KD. We done beat KD so bad he came and joined us.
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, you know what? Yeah, if they went to the Lakers, we have to hear about it all the time. And I honestly believe, I kind of feel like it'd be a shit show.
It'd be a shit show for real. They need a tushy.
I think it would definitely be a shit show, and I think it'd be fun to watch. However, I don't know. I don't think KD will go to the Lakers to play with LeBron. I don't think so. I don't think he would. So this is my list. This is where I'm at. This is my list. Miami, the Timberwolves, the Knicks, the Mavs, and honestly, like, if the Suns don't got to get rid of Booker, KD on the Suns will be dope. Because, like, honestly, like, I mean, but Drake got to leave. And I'm a Warrior fan, but in a perfect world, I'd love to see KD, Chris Paul, Booker, and Aiden win a championship for the Suns. I'd love to see that. That would be outstanding. I would genuinely be like, I would go to the game to see Chris Paul win with KD. I bet, and that's like, it's so weird because like the KD that just go to all these teams, that's the point guard that KD always wanted. Mm-hmm. Like, even though Steph is cold. Right. Steph is cold, but he's wet. He's an outlaw. Kyrie got handles. He's an outlaw. Russell Westbrook, Dr. Triple-Double. But to have a Chris Paul that can just like see you anywhere and make sure you just get the rock all the time, but he can still put up 25 if he got to. Like, I'd like to see it, but the Suns are not giving up Devin Booker, and that's what the Nets want.
And as much as you say that KD want a player like Chris Paul want a fucking player like KD. Yeah, not that he doesn't like have one with Devin Booker, because I don't want to minimize Devin Booker's excellence to what he's brought to the league. You're right. But they're different. When someone's 7 foot and can get the ball at any time, score the ball at any time, literally plays defense, literally does everything you need him to do. Not to say that, like I said, Devin Booker's like what, 6'4", somewhere around that.
I think he's a 6'5", 6'6" prototype.
6'5", 6'6". Great player. But a KD at 7 foot is a total is a phenomenon, right? So when you got a phenomenon on the court and you got a traditional guard within Chris Paul, where you're able to throw alley-oops, you're able to hit me out in the wing, and I'm also a threat as a guard. And then, like you said, and then I got Devin Booker, who's an incredible shooting guard, who also can score at will, literally. And it's not this is the other thing I think about though. Like, it is important for the Suns to keep Devin Booker. They drafted him. Yeah. He doesn't give you any headaches. When you talk about Kobe mentality, though Kyrie wants to be in a Kobe jersey to feel more like Kobe, Devin Booker is more the prototype like Kobe. The way he goes out and plays.
Devin Booker, Jason Tatum.
Those are Kobe's child. Those are Kobe's children. You feel me? Those are his sons. Those are his little niggas. Those are niggas that he grew up. Kyrie is a son of Isaiah Thomas, to be honest with you. He's a son of Isaiah Thomas.
Which Isaiah Thomas?
Old Isaiah Thomas. Older.
Word?
Detroit.
Think so?
I think he's more, not 2.0. 2.0. And if I wasn't to say Isaiah Thomas, I would say Allen Iverson.
I know this is the thing. I know you wanted to say that, but then wanted to be respectful.
Yeah,
so I was thinking the same thing because I love AI, but like half of his problems were created by himself. So the other problems that aren't his fault, they're also viewed as his problems.
Right.
So like regardless, like you're just involved in too many problems. So no, you're right. Kyrie is a son of AI.
Yeah. So him going to Philly would be great. But you can't go to Philly and go play with James Harden after the shit that just happened, right? So it's kind of like, you know.
But he can. You
got to put it with your sides.
Because I don't even think James Harden be tripping like that. It seemed like
and that's what I mean. But just because somebody else, Ryan, you one person who should know this for sure. Just because one other motherfucker ain't tripping, because you usually the motherfucker who ain't really tripping. But other motherfuckers tripping on you, and you got to sit there and just combat that shit. Like, all right. I mean, I'm not even mad. I don't even understand why you even doing all of this, flipping tables and cursing me out. Like, I said I wasn't mad because I said I understood. Like, what more do you want me to do?
Right.
Like, you can only do so much, and then eventually, like even if you are able to put on noise cancellation headphones and continue to not hear this nigga, this. It's still seen. All of this is still seen. So if a motherfucker's still seeing your hand movements and gestures that you're doing outside of me trying to cancel you out, nigga, eventually, yes, my cool, calm demeanor is gonna flip out, and then I'm shooting niggas. I'm gonna be Gilbert Arenas bringing guns to this. I'm gonna be bringing guns to the thing. Like, James Harden, why you got that gun? You know,
that's a good point. He just tired of dealing with him. I'll give you that. I'll give you that talking point. I do. So I'll break it down to three. Now that you've convinced me otherwise, and you can't go to the Suns. I'm gonna say Miami, the Timberwolves, and just selfishly on my part, the Knicks, because I want to go see a dope player play in Madison Square Garden in my lifetime. So that's my three. The Timberwolves, because they got a core. So the Timberwolves, the Heat, the Knicks. What about you?
All right, so I'm gonna stick to my guns on what I said. If KD and Kyrie both go to the Lakers, let that shit happen. Let it go happen. Because it's either going to prove two things, and either way, it's going to work for me. So it's going to prove two things.
It's going to work for me.
It's going to prove two things. It's going to prove that LeBron is low key the only adult player in the league that can manage two talents like that and actually keep them together. That's what that'll prove. Yes. That's exactly what that'll prove. It'll prove LeBron that LeBron is really what he is, right? It'll show people that, like, because not a lot of players can do that if they happen to do good.
Nobody can do that shit, man. Like, motherfucker, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that like when the Warriors got together or whatever, it was like they just doing anything to win championships now. It's so easy to get another superstar. It's not easy to do. Like Michael, like that whole thing with the Lakers and Karl Malone and them, like, whatever happened with Karl Malone and Kobe and like personal things, that cost him a championship.
Right.
It's hard to manage personalities. Like, it's hard, bro. So no, you're 1,000% right. If those players go play with LeBron, LeBron's, I think it'd be disrespectful to call LeBron a GM. At that point, LeBron's Dr. Phil. Like, LeBron's a therapist. Like, because how do you get these people to just work with each other? How? Yeah. And LeBron, they say LeBron need all this help, right? But everyone has more rings with LeBron, and nobody has rings after playing with LeBron. Like, so Dwayne Wade had one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, LeBron, he got two.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh had none, but LeBron, he got two. After LeBron, those dudes never got anything else. The list goes on.
Yeah.
Of people that got some, unless maybe Anthony Davis, no, he's never going to win again. Those dudes on the Cavs, Kyrie, Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, and them, they're never going to win again. Like, all these dudes got rings with LeBron, period. So you're right. If he brings all these dudes over, LeBron could just puppet master that shit out. I don't want to hear nothing about LeBron needing help. People need LeBron. Like, that's because that's your choice. Like, damn, bro, ain't even no other way I could win.
Yeah, I need LeBron. Right. I need LeBron's leadership.
No, it does. It does help. It does help the LeBron tribe brethren, the class of 1984. Yeah, because like, yo, y'all can't say nothing bad about him ever again.
Yeah, y'all gotta shut that shit up. If he goes ahead and does that, you gotta shut that shit up. Though it's not gonna be depicted that way. There's gonna be a bunch of like basketball fans who don't look at it in that way, and they're gonna say, "No, he needed." I mean, because if their team gets beat, you're gonna be mad that he needed all them people. He needed, not that they needed him. He needed them. They always
he needed them.
Right. Yeah, so that's what's gonna end up happening. Even though it's clear as day, he ain't asking for them up. I guess he ain't putting out requests for KD or Kyrie to come over there. They trying to come to him.
Exactly.
Could we just pull up? I just want to see like how the room look. Is it big enough for me and my friend?
Let me just. I want to pull up and see what the weather like. I heard y'all got good pool parties like out there. Could I just see what? Nah, nigga, nah. You want to be on the team? Well, yeah. Let me just come see. I'll take a look real quick. I'm not gonna stay though. I got my bag with me. I bought this U-Haul.
But then if it's not that, I would love to see KD go to the Mavs. I think the Mavs would be a really, really good choice for him, especially with someone like JaVale McGee. I speak one of these days, I really want to meet JaVale McGee. I don't know what it is about JaVale McGee. I like JaVale McGee's personality, and I just think he was so much like disrespected early on in his career, and now he's starting to become like a really actual like big man, a respected big man in this league. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it would be really dope to see that. When you say the Knicks, I was going to say Miami, but the reason why I don't want to say Miami is because I know they're going to have to gut that whole team, and it's literally just going to be Jimmy Butler, and then it's going to be the person you hate so much, Kyle Lowry, there with him, and they're going to end up losing because it's just going to be like, and then it's going to still be blamed on KD, like, because Jimmy did his thing. Everybody know Jimmy did his balling.
I think that as long as you can keep like,
I saw who they got to give up. They got to give up everybody.
They got to give up Hero.
Yeah, Hero. They had to give up Hero. I think the only person they didn't have to give was Bam. They didn't have to give up Bam.
But they would have Jimmy and they'd have Bam still.
Yeah,
you got Jimmy and Bam and KD.
I mean, why not go stay on the side? Why not stay in Brooklyn then?
Because it's damaged.
It ain't, man, nah. I mean, and then again, and the other thing is, the other reason why I say that is because you don't want to be coached. Spoelstra is a coach. You have to listen to Spoelstra.
I think KD does want to be coached.
No, man, we already heard. I don't want to hear none of that shit. We can think they said it. They both said it.
That was on Kyrie the podcast saying that shit.
But he was on KD's podcast. So if you on KD's podcast and you in there saying that shit, you co-sign that shit.
Nah, man. Nah,
KD. Like if somebody came on here promoting gun violence and all that shit, you promote that shit. Not KD, me, but you.
We can obviously see that KD will sit around and listen and co-sign shit that isn't true. Like based on him, like based on that's what the whole episode is about. Like him being like, yeah, that shit sound cool, and then being like, shit ain't cool.
Shit ain't cool. No, but okay. But no. But I just don't want to see him go there and then lose that. Because honestly, I really want to see Jimmy do something. I want to see Jimmy. If Jimmy can win with the team that he got over there, Jimmy, my guy, I fuck with Jimmy.
Jimmy need help, bro.
Jimmy do need help, but Jimmy don't feel like he need. You see how he walked out of that thing after he got beat by the Suns? Walked out there like a straight G. Ain't everybody else gonna be there crying? Not Jimmy. Jimmy walked out there like he was about to go practice right away. Yeah. Like that's why I fuck with him. Like,
listen, even if Jimmy beat the Celtics with that last shot, and they would have got dog walked by the Warriors.
They would have. Fine.
So he needs help.
But I'm just saying, it's just good to see. I like to see it. It's like Dame.
You want to see this black man struggle? Like, bro, like
he been struggling all his life. All his life.
Fighting for my life.
All my life I've had to fight. No, so not Miami. But the Knicks sound really appealing to me for a KD. You're right about seeing a superstar there. With RJ Barrett over there, with some of the pickups that they just got who's the dude they just got? They just got Bronson over there, Jalen Bronson over there.
Yeah.
I think that right there, if not, and then my other just in the closet right now, doors was locked, Portland. But I'm open the door, not Brooklyn.
Portland.
You already knew it. Portland, he goes to Portland. Portland is really where he would do, sir. He would be so great. He don't even know it. He don't even know how great he would be. You would have a defensive threat within Gary Payton II. You would have a steady shooter, a point guard who doesn't bring you any fucking drama, who's dedicated to the game, plays his heart out every fucking thing with Damian Lillard. You got a coach who wants to see you win. You got if you're willing to be coached, you're gonna get coached. I think that if he went there, they would do a lot of damage, and it would be one of the most unexpected places for him to go and be the best place that he went. And sometimes this is where you say, I got to stop thinking with the way my old mindset and think to a different mindset to do some shit that I wouldn't do. Because obviously the shit that I've been doing ain't working. So you know what I mean? Let me do the opposite of what I would have done. So if I said Miami, let me go to Portland.
Wow. On some George Costanza opposite day shit.
Yeah.
I feel you. But that's good. That's good. Yeah, Portland's good. And you know Damian Lillard wants you there because he posted the shit. Yeah. So I mean, speaking of Portland, man, what are your thoughts on GP2 heading over there?
Get your bag, young man. Get your bag. Get your bag. I'm proud of you. It is a hurt to see any person leave the Warriors who played as much hard as you did. I'm happy as fuck. You went over there and you got a championship. I'm happy you were able to celebrate with your dad. I'm happy that for everything that you did, that you went out, you got hurt, you came back in and still battled for us. I can't be mad at you. I love your spirit. I think you are a staple for the Warriors, even though you only played a few years. I felt like you were a staple. I felt like because your father's from Oakland, you have a lot of like ownership there. But you going to Portland and being able to play with another Oakland kid is going to be really dope for you. And I think if they're willing to pay you and you going to get your money, go get your fucking money, young man. That's all I really want to see. I want to see you succeed. I'm not mad at you leaving none of that shit. I'm happy Damian Lee gone. So I wish we could have kept you, but I'm really happy Damian Lee gone. But no, not for real. But I am happy Damian Lee gone.
You're happy about that shit. Bro.
I am. But for Gary Payton II, I was hurt when I first saw him. He was like, nah, not GP II. Not after me, just because he just has this like energy on the court. When you watch him on the court, it's exuberant. It's like very like he's a very like happy person. Even when people say he be talking shit, it don't like he be talking no shit. It feel like he be trying to help niggas and shit. Like, oh, you all right? But maybe he talking shit then. But they be like, no, that nigga be talking shit, cuz like. And I like his game, but for us to get Dante, I'm not gonna start it. What is it?
Dante V.
So to get him, I actually think that was a solid pickup, and it's a good. If we're going to get a replacement for him, that was a good replacement.
I don't know who Dante V is. I don't trust him.
Dante V came from the Bucks. Yeah, he can ball.
He's a big deal in college.
He was a big deal in college. He has a defensive presence. He definitely has similarities to GP2 as far as like his cutting abilities and just dunking on motherfuckers. Like he has that shit. Right. So like playing off the ball type shit, I like that about his game. I think that's really, really good. I've been watching Dante.
And he's probably younger.
And he's a little younger.
Significantly probably. Because GP I think is 29. Mm-hmm. So I mean, man, shout out to him. I believe that like and also he went to like his pops, he went to Oregon State. Yeah. So back in Portland, like he's from there, kind of. So I'm happy for him. Like 3 years, $28 million. If the Warriors wasn't gonna give him that, no, the Warriors weren't gonna give him 3 years, $28 million. So if you get a chance to like go from like join the Warriors team because you want to be part of like the staff and coaching later on in life, but they end up playing you and you win a championship, and then somebody's like, "Hey, you want to come rock with us? We saw your tape. We saw your finals tapes. Come on then, baby. Like how you get hurt? How you get hurt in the playoffs, right? How you get hurt in the playoffs? Come back, win a ring, and be like, you want 3 years, 28 million?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I'll take that all day. So no, I applaud him. Definitely applaud him. Please do. Get your money. Get your money, young man. Rumble, young man, rumble.
And that's what I mean by what I stated earlier about it don't matter about none of that shit. People want to pay you off what you win. Like if we didn't win, he doesn't get that offer.
If we didn't win, he wouldn't have got the exposure. So no, you're right about that part. But yeah. I think you're right about the wins. But there's like levels of people's talent. It's like having an audition for a part or like a job interview. It's one of the, hey, Dale, you know Ryan, we need a comic for the show. Mm-hmm. All right, bet. And you got to submit a tape. He don't need a tape. Just have him come in. We know him. Cool. That's what they doing with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. But these other dudes is getting more money. Like, absolutely help Gary Payton too, coming back, playing more exposure, more games, playing more than 82 games. The season's that long. Absolutely help. Like exposure is key. So yeah, the Warriors wins. Definitely help getting that contract. Now it's your job to not be like, but I love the Warriors, and I'm gonna just stay here and get I'm gonna get a 1 year for $5 million and get my hopefully bro.
Get hurt for real, and now it's just over. Now too. Another thing is out of the way is you on your. I think when you're on your second championship, it's not as much pressure, right? And what I mean by that is like. Now he can focus on better things. Like when the Warriors, it was, hey, we trying to win a championship over here, right? We're trying to win a championship. So you doing all the shit you can to be a championship caliber team. But when you go to Portland, I'm a champion already. You feel me? I'm already won. My stats is on there. People know me. You feel me? Y'all see me now, but not to say that he goes over there with a big head, but just to go over.
I'm on contract. Like
I'm on contract. Yeah, y'all see me now. I can go over here and ball a little bit more. Now I can go out here and do and be a little bit more of a threat, or I can be a little bit more. But I feel like
you can relax a little bit. You're not under tryout anymore.
Correct. With Warriors, he played a very minimal role, and it was mainly about his defense.
Yeah.
But I do think like earlier on, like even like not last year, but the year previous, where the whole Warriors bench the whole Warriors core was just fucked off. This would really gain a lot of the fans and to gain his support. Other than him being Gary Payton's son, the thing that really gained him is the highlights he was able to put up. You know, that dunking and like people finding him at the time, and he would be cutting and just getting in the rim and just dunking that shit. So now we're going to see more of that in Portland because Dame is going to give him.
Maybe we will, but
okay,
maybe, but because like the thing is like for us because like there's so many threats on the team. Like when you gotta guard Clay and gotta guard Steph, the lane's a little bit more open.
You're right.
Right. So it's like when the main focus, like, bro, this pool nigga can shoot too. Come on, bro, who he supposed to guard? So, but like when all the focus is on Dame, it might be a little bit tough to just. It may be a little tough to just get like a half court set, just 180, like. Like where are the open lanes at? Like,
I'm excited to see what he does, though, man.
I'm very excited. What are your thoughts on how sad are you that Damian Lee went to the Suns? Like, what are your thoughts on that? How do you feel? Are you okay? Will you recover from this?
But I've recovered the moment he left the Warriors. Like, I was hella happy. Like, yes, get him the fuck out of here. Get over there. Go over there, be with the Suns. Go be with Chris Paul. Go be over there. Go that way. Like, I like Damian Lee as a person. Let me be clear about this.
No, you don't.
I do. I like Damian Lee as a person. I think he's great. You know what I'm saying? Lee, you know what I'm saying? It's another family last name that we have been down there somewhere now. Everybody got a Lee in their family, right?
That's such an obscure reason to like.
Here's the reason. Here's the reason why, though. It's just like, bro, like you really just own the team, bro, because like you date stepsister, though.
He's married to her. That's his wife.
All right, fine. Your wife got a baby, and it's cool. It's cool, but like we don't need you. Like, sorry, like I ain't gonna lie though. But you know what? Let me not say that because I remember saying that about Looney. I ain't gonna front to y'all. I'll be 100% with y'all. Now I love Looney. Got nothing but respect for Looney. I remember saying that shit though. Like, man, we go ahead and get rid of Looney. Like, now I'm happy as fuck we didn't. Because all the other big niggas that we came, all these superstar big niggas, we done had fucking Bogut, we done have fucking Cousins, we done had all these niggas. But Looney, out of all the niggas, prevailed. He prevailed. That nigga standed tall. And he's still quiet, still meek, still walking around. How you like 7'1", still walking around like you shy? Like, I don't know. He walk off the court all shy. But now I'm happy. He grew his hair out. He a baller.
So you rock with Looney, but
I rock with Looney. And plus
Damian
he
Lee
put up 5. Huh?
With Damian Lee is a Raptor, you're not fucking
Damian Lee, it ain't a rap. It's just you ain't right for this team.
How would you know that, though?
He's just not. I think he's gonna be great for the Suns. Good, great.
Why don't they give him 1 year then?
Huh?
Why don't they give him 1 year?
Huh? Look. No, I don't know. Because eventually, like, he's gonna end up coming back to the Warriors on some bullshit though. Like the Warriors gonna bring him back, like, just bring him on back. Like that's Steph brother-in-law. We gotta bring him back. Like, you know how that go. We try to keep his family over here, light-skinned niggas forever. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. But
they're gonna bring him back. They're gonna bring him back. He gonna be the Udonis Haslam of the Warriors.
Facts. No, we already got that with fucking Iguodala.
No, but Iggy got to stop doing it eventually. So Iggy.
No, we don't.
Stop.
That's his thing. Now he done got. Listen to me. This is the new thing. He done got commended on that shit. All sports been talking about. Look at Iggy pulling Wiggins onto the side, putting his arm around him, giving him a lecture, letting him know, and then Wiggins went out there and balled out. So people are actually subliminally giving credit to Iggy for what Wiggins did on the court.
Yeah, he gets his credit, but like he can't do that forever.
He think he can.
Man, look.
You know what I'm saying? Look, he gonna end up being on. I guarantee you this right now. I guarantee. I'm not saying this year or next year. I'm saying he might be next year. Personally, he might be next year. He's gonna be a part of the coaching staff.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's going to be a part of the coaching staff, and then because I think with that organization, the great thing about the Warriors organization is this, and this is why a lot of people do want to go there, is because they do find areas for you to put you in. They'll make up some shit to put you in that motherfucker. You know what? We need nigga who just basically check the water every day. You seem like a good nigga.
Check the water.
We call you the water inspector. You just respect the water. You the president of water inspecting. Now they're getting a good job like that.
I think the cool part is like something that you said earlier, bro. Just to tie this all back together. Just tie it all back together. Like I know, like hindsight is 20/20, and you got to make better decisions in life. We don't know them till we fuck them up, but it's kind of like even though I told y'all the whole reason why KD left, but to then eventually be like, I made a horrible decision, makes you be like, damn. I should have just stayed there. Yeah. Like I should have just stayed. I should have just stayed there. Like they gotta, like the city popping, they'd have paid me all the money in the world. The Warriors are like, I think 50+ million over luxury tax. They'll pay whatever. The coach got 1,000 rings. Like it's a winning pedigree. Like Draymond yell at niggas, but he go harder on the other team. That's kind of his thing. I mean, it's just like, damn, I wish I didn't do that. But that's what life is about, though. Like, that's just what life is about, making these choices. You know what I mean? Because even with Russ, like, I don't think Russell Westbrook has ever like been a free agent, it seems like. I think all these have been trades. It seems like the Rockets, the Washington Wizards, the Lakers, these have all been trades.
Yeah, I don't think he's been.
So for KD to be like
crazy ass contract though, he got like people owe him a lot of money.
Everyone owes him hella money. Like so. It's like, but for KD to be like, I know, man, hindsight, we all got decisions that we wish we would have made differently. But when you make a decision to go do something else and then you end up having to jump out of that immediately after investing so much in that, it's like, damn, man, I invested 2 years with this nigga. Like, I knew my homie was a clown, but I didn't know my homie was a clown, but like, I just can't work with dude. We boys, but I can't work with this guy. I was tripping. I can't work with this guy. So, but I respect him for not sitting in it though, man. Because you can easily, nope, this is my decision.
This is it. I gotta stand because toes down. Yeah.
Because we know people like that.
I do.
We know people like that. Like, no, this is the decision that's made, but bro, like this isn't benefiting anything else right now. But no, this is my decision, and what I said I'm not going to do, I can't ever do that. But listen, it's obvious that you're going to need to move forward what you said that you wasn't going to do.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Next thing you know, you cleaning balls under the freeway for DirecTV.
Yep.
So
with no satellite.
No, without a satellite. Hey man, so look, we wanted to make sure we got this episode. Then we have a very special episode for y'all coming up next. I think you guys should definitely enjoy it.
Please.
Until next time, you can be anyone in the world right now. Oh, wait. Hold on. When you hear this, man, like, let us know y'all top 3. When y'all watch the video, what are your top 3 teams? Where do y'all want to see them go? Oh, wait, Del, I forgot to do this thing. I forgot to do this, Del. So sorry. Forgot to do this thing. All right. So you said your 3 were the Lakers?
My 3 were Lakers. I said the Lakers, the Knicks.
The Knicks. Lakers,
the Knicks and the Mavericks. And then I said, and then I brought out, I said as a 4th option, I would say go to Portland.
Okay, cool. Okay, I forgot to do this part. This is the most important part. Yeah, what are the 3 teams you would hate to see him go to?
Oh, the 3 teams I would hate to see him go to right now. Honestly, I don't want to see him go. I don't think he should go to the Grizzlies.
Okay.
I don't think he should go to the Grizzlies. I don't think he should go to the Sixers. And I don't think he should go to the Celtics. And partly the only reason why the Celtics, mainly because you just lost to them. So you don't do that to roll again. Don't do that thing where I'm gonna just go there now. And especially it's like your boy that you sticking with, he just came from a bad experience there. Don't go there.
I like those answers, man. You was ready for those. You was ready. Nah, I fuck with those. The only place I don't want to see him go is I don't want to see him go to the Bucks, because that would just be unfair for everyone. Even though, like, I love Giannis, but no, y'all don't get to do that.
Yeah, fuck it, go over there. Y'all probably be trash too.
Hey, man, look, listen. If they went, that'd be great for them. I don't want to see it though. I don't want to see it. It'd be too unfair. And also, I also don't want to see what the Rockets
7-footers just going.
I also don't want to 2 7-footers just pulling up like. And Giannis
I forgot all about the fucking Rockets. I wouldn't want him to go to Rockets just for him not to go there.
Yeah, I don't want him to go to the Rockets because I feel like they have too many chances.
Yeah,
and I think the Rockets, they got to suck for a long time before they're allowed to be talked about again, because they got all this pub. Because James Harden was there and they was bringing every superstar to play with James Harden and never worked it out. They don't deserve any more pub for a long time. And
fucking, where did, because John Wall just left there. Where did he go?
John Wall went to Clippers.
And you know what? I don't want to see KD go to the Clippers. I don't want to see you go to the Clippers. I don't want to see you because that's where niggas' careers go to die.
You know what, Dale? That's my number 1 answer. Come to consensus. I don't want to go. You can go anywhere. Don't go to Clippers.
Don't go to
You can go. This is like
or the Kings.
This is the discount. I'd rather see you go to the Kings.
At least you'll be able to watch them.
Hell yeah, I pull up, man.
Yeah, I know you will. You have a King. You have a Durrant Kings jersey.
Season ticket, nigga. Bro. If they talk about it, I'm customizing it tonight. I'm paying for like.
He said if they talk about it, he actually said the Kings. And you know that niggas never say the Kings. No, you've never heard a player be like, you know what, since 96, you ain't heard a player be like, I just want to go to the Kings. It feels like that'd be a great choice for me. You know what I mean? Kings all the way. Sacramento. Love that city.
That's where you go to check in before the end of your career. You be like, can I still ball? I don't know if I could ball. Then when you go to Kings, like, I still could ball, bro.
I still got it.
So yeah, no, don't go to the Clippers, bro, because the Clippers is the place. Obviously, at this point, the Clippers is the place that people go to that are scared to play for the Lakers, and that's whack. Paul George made that very clear. Like, if you're scared to go to the Lakers, you go to the Clippers. Mm-hmm. That's the precedent. That's the precedent now.
Wow. I didn't know he said that. That's a great fucking way to think about it, though.
He always wanted to be a Laker, and because he's from LA. He did the OKC thing, did a whole video of where he wanted to play at, and always wanted to be a Laker, then chose the Clippers instead. But he had a choice in going to either one. And he chose the Clippers. And then when you get all these
you said the Clippers is where you go when you're scared to play for the Lakers, not the Kings. Oh, I thought you said the Kings.
No, the Clippers. The Clippers is where you go when you're afraid to receive the pressure of being on the Lakers.
Oh,
because the Clippers are going to accept you regardless. Like, they just want they want you to just score 25. That's all.
Yeah, they just want you to be on the bench so they can look stacked.
Like if Westbrook was in the Clippers, he'd be a god. But because he plays for the Lakers,
I am
immortal. like Westbrook on the Clippers would be Thanos.
Yeah.
But instead, he's like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. Like,
Facts.
Like Precious, just hella sideways and shit. Hey man, listen, y'all could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with us and we appreciate that.
Hey man, if you made it this far, please right now go ahead and hit that subscribe button, then hit that like button, then make sure you hit that bell so you stay notified for all of the most recent episodes that we drop. Make sure you even hit this little thing up here if you want to see more videos by the Dell and Ryan Report. Till next time, we'll holla. Bye.